I take the carrot from the farm and we wash them and we cut them and we eat them and we say, it's just, it's just simple stuff. So, like, there's nothing so,
Yeah.
and like the visual part of it, I can get.
I will be right here.
And we are running. Welcome back to the Fabish podcast. This is one of the best podcasts out there, and it's going to be the biggest in the country, in the continent, and one day on the planet. And we are going to make it happen. It's either going to drive itself there, or we will make it happen by bringing Tom Holland and Barack Obama, who are our biggest projects, to this platform. We are working on that. We are still in the first steps of trying to bring them, but we will make it happen, and we will bring them here one day. And on that day, you will say, yeah, they said they would and they delivered. So anyway, before we do that, we just want to do these episodes. And here's my co-host, Kali. Hi, Kali.
Hey guys.
It's July. We just entered July and I just realized half of the year is already gone. And
That's
it
crazy.
seems like it just started like the other day, But anyway, yeah, welcome to the show. We've been having a ton of technical problems, and that's why Carly was smiling when we started because it's just been so annoying. We're trying to like refresh and stuff. If you do podcasts or any type of recording, you will know what I'm talking about. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So what's up, Carly? How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a good couple of days. But yeah, I have some family coming, so excited for that. But yeah.
Cool.
So, with it being July, a new month, I gotta ask, like, what are your guys' like favorite months? Like of the year, what are the months you look forward to the most?
For me,
Yeah.
oh, that's easy. April. April is the golden month for me. Because one, well, it's kind of biased, but I will say April because one, April is when my birthday happens. So that's when I get all the attention, you know. But
Fabish loves attention.
that should be like on a t-shirt. Also, it's when like it's like the I don't know if you like the short rains or the long rains, but like there's
Yeah.
flowers and it's so beautiful and the sun is not so hot and it's like
Yeah.
Easter and it's just a chill time, and we are normally in Kenya, we're not in school for like that month, so I love April. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, April is really nice because it is the rainy season in Kenya, and so it's just the vibes are there. For me, I mean, also biased. I gotta say February because it's my birthday,
That's just
my birth month.
uh-huh.
But I would say June and July might top it because
Really?
that's so like I go to an American school, and so that's when I have my summer vacation. So I don't have school right now. We're chilling. We got some holidays like 4th of July and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
Also, normally there is World Cup during June and
Yes.
July,
Yes.
and I am severely missing it this year. But yeah, I always look forward to World Cup. I mean, every 4 years, but I don't know. It's just something to look forward to with my family.
Well, it's coming in November, so
I know, but I'll be in school, so then I have to stay up late to watch the games, and it's just, it's not ideal. But it's okay. We still gotta get to watch a bunch of football, so not complaining. But
well, like the last game is like at 9, so you don't have to stay up that late.
well, I guess it just depends on the time differences.
That's
Since it's in Qatar, it might not be too bad.
yeah.
But sometimes it's like you're watching the games at like
You'll be
11.
you'll be in the States by then?
No, I'll be here because I'm finishing off my senior year.
Well, if it was in Russia and the time was perfect, Qatar is like way before Russia, so it should work.
It should be fun.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what? I know I'm recording this podcast, but I'm so pissed because if there's something that I don't like, well, I don't want to use the word hate, but I don't like the most, Sorry, I have a light here and it's really like bright in my eye. That's why I had like this phone here, but that's fine.
Just close your eyes. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, this really put the point home. If there is something that I don't like so much is companies that have, and if there's any company watching this, if you want, I have an idea. If you want to like attract more customers, the number one thing is to invest in your customer care, because there's so many companies that are good, but then like when you have a problem, you can never find them, right? Like if you go to the support, instead of like having, because like some companies know what they're doing. Like if you go to like Safaricom or M-Pesa or AT&T, or they always have a chat button, and you can immediately chat, or like even if it's not with a person, there's always like a robot you can chat with and it can help you. But the companies that need you to send an email and like book a ticket, those make me, because like maybe it's like an urgent thing, maybe you need help with something, and then they're like, well, tell us your feedback, what do you want us to do? I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And like, you have to write an email, and then you write like subject. It's so hard. The worst is YouTube. You can never find something.
Oh, YouTube sucks for that reason.
Sorry, YouTube. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, but still, it sucks because like Google has like a community where you can find help. YouTube, like you can never like email somebody from YouTube directly. I don't know how, but like it's just so hard. And so anyway, YouTube, I know is a big company and they're better than me and stuff like that. But if they could just like make that happen, that would be awesome. But yeah, speaking of the World Cup football, the football season is about to begin. The heart attacks are about to start coming back. The headaches are about to start. Especially because,
The bullying as well. There's lots of bullying during football season. Like,
yeah,
friends aren't friends anymore during football season.
yeah, I think that in that sense, I think I'm a bully because when we win,
Oh, for sure.
you support Tottenham. Who supports Tottenham?
Okay. See, bully, first of all. Second of all, Man U fans are the worst. Whenever they win, they're so loud about it. Yeah, he knows it. You know it.
Listen, here's the. I will say this. Manchester United fans have been humbled the last few years by the performance, and we are not used to losing, and we are not used to, like, if you're used to like winning and winning, and you're used to like being at the top and like always being good, and then all of a sudden like your world is turned upside down, you're gonna have a reaction, right? So this is us reacting to that because we do know, and everyone else knows, that Manchester United should be at the top. Even the ones at the top are always like, oh, Manchester, because that's why they laugh, because they know that we're there. And so all you can do, listen, if the players are not doing well, what do? You increase the noise, because like if the noise is not loud on the pitch in terms of performance,
Whoa.
you have to,
Why are you talking about noise?
because that's what fans do. Listen, being a fan means being like having like banter, right? Like if you're a fan and you're like, oh, good game, that will be all right.
That's true.
I'm going to say this, right? Like society is so bad at this these days, because nowadays we went to like this event a few days or like a few months ago, and like there was kids playing, and they played soccer or football, and they decided to not keep the scores, right? And then
You're kidding.
yeah, so like they were like, we're just going to make sure that everybody enjoys the game. And I was like, oh no. So like people are like, the kids are actually like playing, but like they're not keeping scores. So at the end there's no winner. When you like, there's a winner, there's a loser, but you don't want to say it because you're trying to make it nice for everybody. And that to me is like so fake, because I'm like, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser so that it motivates people.
Yeah.
Because if you have a world where everybody just has a participation trophy, it's so bad. And that's like what fans have become these days. Like, fans want to be like, oh, nice game, I'm sorry. No. If you lose, you deserve to be told you lost. If you win, you deserve to be told you win. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that's like,
Yeah.
that's like the real life, how real life works, right? Like, real life won't give you participation trophy just for being on Earth. No. Some people will win, you will lose. So if you're trying to like teach kids that it's always okay to just do average and then you'll get a trophy or a medal, we are going to have a very funny future. So anyway, I was
No, yeah, I agree with that because one of the most frustrating things is so. I mean, I'm an athlete. I play multiple sports, and one of the most frustrating things is when you're playing a team, specifically a rival or a school that like you guys just have like it's not even banter, but it's a rivalry. Like you guys go way back, and you always want to beat each other. It runs deep.
yeah,
And the most frustrating thing is like when the other like team is like, "Good job, good game. You guys really tried hard," and I'm like,
yeah,
"Don't even talk to me. Like,
yeah,
give me like social distance, spread out. Like, I can be a team sport, and I can be like, what's it called? A good sport, good sportsmanship, all of that, and I will shake your hand after a game, even if I lose, and I might say good job to you personally, but don't tell me like, oh, like nice try, you guys were so close. I was like, no,
yeah.
it's either we won or we lost.
Yeah.
Like,
If you lose,
don't try to be nice to me.
that's true.
Oh, I think Fabish is frozen, but
What?
basically, like. Yeah, like don't try to be nice to me when we lose, and then be super mad at me when we win, and like not even shake my hand. Like I've had that happen
Yeah.
before, and I'm like, come on, like it's a competition. Like there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Like it's just the nature of the sports.
Have you watched? I was recently watching Wimbledon, and every single star I was rooting for was disqualified.
Oh,
Serena Williams.
you keep cutting out, by the way.
Sorry, I don't know why. That's fine.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, every single star I was rooting for kept getting like like not disqualified, but like kicked out, like they were being beat. Um, and it was so annoying because it started with Serena Williams, then it went to Andy Murray, and then it went to Coco Golf, and I was like, they just keep getting out, but like none of them was so like you could tell they were upset, but they were also like very good sportsmen. But nobody came like the winner didn't come and be like, oh, I'm so sorry you lost. Try next time, you know. But like anyway,
Yeah,
do you watch?
I mean, I can respect like a humble loser, and like if someone beat me like properly, then I can respect that, but I still might be a bit frustrated.
beat properly? That's funny.
What?
When somebody beat you properly, that's so funny when you say like that. Like they beat you and
See,
beat you to like.
for example, at camp, we were robbed of a victory the second week,
They don't want to hear.
so that I'm super competitive too. Like I have to tone it down sometimes. So both Fabish and I are very competitive. So
You know what? I think like I am competitive, but I also like gauge who the opponent is because sometimes you just realize that these people are like crazy. Because like you might have a
yeah,
competitor who doesn't respect like the laws of. They will win by any means. So when that comes, I'm always like, yeah, we'll see. But
yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you remember any cartoon like shows you watched as a kid?
I do. I was a Thomas the Tank Engine child.
Interesting.
Um, I watched like Curious George, shows like that. I never. I okay. I'm sorry for all the Dora lovers up there. I I've never liked that show. Dora, like, because from a very young age, I was pretty smart, and so when she was like repeat herself, I would just get very mad at her, and I'm like, just go that way. Like, you can only go on the yellow brick road. You can't go through the swamp. Like,
Yeah.
just yeah. So it just kind of that show frustrated me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what other shows did I watch?
Do you watch Tom and
Cartoons.
Jerry?
I watched.
Best.
I did watch Tom and Jerry.
Best.
Tom and Jerry, I love that show. Like, I could happily watch that show now
Growing up,
and just enjoy it.
we never had like restrictions, so we would watch anything. I mean, I watched SpongeBob SquarePants, Rick and Morty, Tom and Jerry, like all of those shows. Like now, I'm like, wow, we were exposed to a lot. But you know what I've realized? I was sitting the other day, and with a kid, and they were watching TV, and I found myself glued to the screen more than they were because they were playing with their toys. And there's this thing I've been seeing on YouTube, and I thought it was a joke until I saw somebody calm their kid using it. There's a company out there called Cocomelon. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh!
it's real.
Like, I don't listen. Like, every once in a while there comes like a show or like something that is so ordinary yet people really love, right? Like Tom Holland, like so I know I'm just making fun of you, but there's some things like BTS. I know there's a lot
Yeah,
of BTS fans there, but like when they popped up the scene, I was like, there's nothing so unique about them. They're just like a band, and they are six of them, and people just love them. And then you have like people who are like really good but never really get to the top. And so like Cocomelon is one of those things like there's other better shows than Cocomelon out there, right? But kids
yeah,
obsessed with it. It's insane. Like I think like whoever made that show, like the beginning of the show, like the sound that is like
yeah,
Cocomelon. Like when that happens, a kid, like if a child is in another room, you can watch. I
yeah,
thought it was like staged at first, and then like this lady did it, and the kid was like on the other room, and they just came running. Any other show doesn't do that.
yeah.
My one is like, I sat there and I was like, what is it about? Like, what's the science behind it? Because they just show like simple cartoon stuff and like I take the carrot from the farm and we wash them and we cut them and we eat them and we say it's just it's just simple stuff. So like there's nothing so
Yeah.
and like the visual part of it I can get. But there's also like can you name like one of the kids shows? Like I don't know. There is
Like, have you watched Doc McStuffins?
yes. Let,
Yeah.
wait. Let me look at some of the YouTube videos that what I'm trying to pass. Okay, so like there's Sesame Street, which is pretty
Yeah.
famous. There's Nat Geo Kids and stuff like that, but none of them are as addictive as Cocomelon. It's
No, yeah.
crazy. It's insane. And so yeah, I'm really I'm fascinated by it. Like it's almost like a cult for kids. Like when that thing comes on, they just become like zombies. Like if you're like, hey, go put your clothes up, and then even like
Yeah.
it's not like even small kids, even older kids like are just obsessed with Cocomelon. Like you will be like, hey, put out your stuff and make sure you change before you come here, and then they'll just say, "Tin, tin, 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 Cocomelon," and then like
Yeah.
running like zombies towards like blood. It's crazy. Somebody needs to look into it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I've definitely seen so many TikToks of like parents or whoever like playing that song for kids, and like they're not even in the room, and then they, like you said, they just run into the room.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like I've never watched it, but yeah, kids are obsessed with it.
yeah.
And it's it's crazy.
I think that there's, I bet like there is something about like certain sounds that just like attracts like okay, another sound that I'm so used to is the Netflix one. And it's like a
Yeah, do do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's that, and then there's the like when you type on Apple, like on an iPhone, and it makes like those sounds, and then it's whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. Like without that, you don't feel like it's there's something missing. So I think like there's something like there's some science behind the sounds that make it like that. 'Cause
Oh, definitely.
it's crazy like how much that changes like and then like the way iPhones work, like when you like whoop, whoop. Anyway, so I just think it's insane how like Cocomelon is like. I think like in 100 years we'll have a lot of those companies where like human beings will just be walking by like Cocomelon. They'll just run towards that sound. But it's crazy. One thing I've realized is like people always say, oh, like if you look at the YouTube like demographic, and like they always say people like teenagers are the most who watch, but you can never beat the kids industry. YouTube had to take out monetization out of some of the YouTube kids videos because they were just like taking out too much. Like there's one, the most watched one is the baby shark.
Yep.
And they're like so simple, but it's like 8 billion views or something. And I'm like, the world in itself has 7 billion people. So like, these kids must like whoever is doing
Yeah.
this, like it's crazy. And like if you look at
Yeah.
like some of those kids' channels, um, it's crazy how like they're always like billions and billions and billions of views, and then they're not like one short video. It's like a long live video, just like going on and on and on. Like you can turn it on, it's just on, and it's crazy how the kids like industry works. And so like if I was to do anything, I would target that demographic because like it seems like somehow there's like, I don't know how many babies are in this world. I know there's not more than 2 billion, but like
Yeah.
they somehow put up the numbers to watch a show which is 8 billion, which now brings me to realizing that adults also watch baby stuff, kid stuff. They
Yeah.
consume it more than the kids themselves. I was sitting down and watching Cocomelon, and like there's this song Bingo, you know that song. It's been stuck on
I
me.
think so.
Be
Yeah.
I think we might if we sing the whole
NGOBI.
thing, if we sing the whole song, we might be given a copyright. But anyway, yeah. So it reminds me also of like TV and reality shows, and you know, it's like a good season for reality shows. But
Speaking of reality shows, I was gonna ask you if you could be on any reality TV show,
ooh,
which one would you want to be on,
if I could
and
be,
like why?
just like any, like it doesn't matter the genre or like just drama.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter the genre.
I think I would want to be. There's two. I would either want to be like in the Formula One, driving to survive,
Yeah.
or well, it's not really a reality show, is it? Well, it kind of is, but the other one that I would want to be on is well, there's two, but I would want to be on the Kardashians just to see what that looks like if it's fake. I really want to find out is like how much of it is fake and how much the shows actually push them to act the way they do. And then
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out.
yeah, because like you know they act that way in and that because it's their life. It's kind of the real like you know it's the whole thing. And then I would want to be on there's this show called Selling Sunset.
I've heard of that, yeah.
There's a lady there called Christine. I would want to just be there to like watch because she's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. So I would want to like be on one of those. What about you?
I want to be on Survivor. I
Oh,
don't know. Have you heard of? Yeah, I love watching Survivor, and I love like camping, and I'm super adventurous on that side. So I think it would be really cool to go on Survivor. And I would love like they do a bunch of different types of seasons. So if they ever did like a blood versus water type thing where they do you get to bring your family member on, and then you are doing it with someone that you know and someone that you love. I would love to do that with like my sister or my mom or just someone. I don't know. I just love the whole. It's a cool show.
yeah, it is.
It's different. It's unique. I honestly feel like I'd be very good at surviving on an island. And I make friends very easily. So I feel like I could make alliances.
See, but like that
And all of that.
would either work to your benefit or to your downfall.
Exactly.
If you become too influential, they will like they will find a way to get rid of you.
Yeah.
Like you
Yep.
either need to be like too influential to where like they're scared of like getting rid of you because then your people will like get rid of them, or you have to be like super like they will be like oh you know she's harmless
Yeah.
and then
You gotta be careful though, because they will take the harmless ones. They will vote them out eventually if they don't want to vote out someone
Yeah.
who
it's
in
it's a
their
mind game.
alliance. It's a mind like there's so many layers to it. But yeah, I would love to be on Survivor. I feel like you're gonna give me crap for this other one, but I feel like Love Island would just be super fun to be on.
I don't even know what Love Island is. Actually, I've never seen it.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Is it like?
So basically,
Well, you could.
it's like, okay, it's kind of like The Bachelor or Bachelorette, but there's like 10 girls, 10 guys. It's not like, it's not, the ratio is better, so it's not like one guy picking from all these 20 girls picking one girl. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're there with your friends, you make friends, and then basically, like, you couple up with people, and you get to know them and talk to them and stuff. And then each week, people get voted off, or you recouple. So, say if I wanted to change who I was with, then I could recouple, and then people go home, and then bombshells are added. It's interesting.
Is it an American show?
It's the UK, so they actually have several different.
Yeah, I know. I've seen something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. The UK.
Yeah, so there's a UK one, there's a American one, and I think there's even like a South African one. No, there's Australian. So there's different like things. It's gotten bigger. I would like it because you're at the beach. you have a pool. Like I would like it for that aspect. I don't really want to go because I don't really want to kiss random dudes all the time, which is what they do. But
Fair enough.
I'd like to go for the vibes.
Another one that is so crazy. Have you seen? There's one called what is it called? It's on Netflix. Oh man.
Too hot to handle.
No, no. Man, I watched this show. They put in pods.
Oh, this is it. The Circle, or the other one with Love is Blind.
Yes, that one. Love is Blind. Oh my gosh,
I-
it's crazy.
I love The Circle though. I'd like to be on The Circle. That seems fun.
You know what?
But-
The circle is very. I feel like it's. I would be on the circle. I feel like you know what it comes down to though. The circle is like emojis and hashtags. If you know that, you win. Like if you know emoji games and like you know how to like talk using emojis, like some of the things that we're talking about, I was like, I definitely don't know some of these things. And then I feel like the producers of the show are very smart. Like they pick a certain type of people. Like I don't think anybody can just go to those shows. Like any of them.
Yeah.
The drama drives the views, but also it has to be like some very unique people. Like the people who are on those shows, they're so free spirited, very chill.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could be myself in a locked room for like 3 days. That's just
It's longer than 3 days.
yeah. So like it's short over like I don't know a week or something. I mean, can you imagine just like being inside, except you have like a bathtub outside, no, like a tub. But then like you're like inside the house the whole time. I mean, it's a bit crazy. But
It's crazy.
yeah,
I feel like I've done that with quarantine.
that's true.
So it's not.
Quarantine is like, yeah,
but
it's-
I think
it's good with quarantine.
the part that would trip me up is like you have no contact of the outside world. Like you don't have your phone.
Yeah.
Like I've watched like people who've been in the circle. They're like, yeah, like I couldn't text my mom. I couldn't text my family. Like that would be the part that would scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a cool concept.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to make this a short episode, but to finish up, the one thing that people are always like, people can always smell when you are not being real from afar, right? But then it's crazy how the human brain can just be comfortable with something not being real and live in that, because 90 or 80% of the world right now lives on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Which most of it is not real. A lot of it is edited and stuff. Like the service industry is real, but everything else is kind of like video games and stuff like that. They're not real, but we reside in that world, right? And then there's that aspect of it, and then there's another dimension, which is like you can see it and you still like follow it, and you know it's not real. Like movies are not real.
Yeah.
But we just
Really sad.
yeah, we're just so comfortable in like things not being real. It's insane. Like you go to a movie theater, you know very well that this thing is not real, but you sit there and you enjoy it and you cry. And
Yep.
I guess it's because it reflects something in the culture. It's just heightened. But the funniest one for me is the WWE. You know it's not real.
Oh,
You know it's not real.
yeah.
Have you seen how they can fill those stadiums? It's insane. Like,
It's, dude, for the longest time, like, when I was younger, I thought it was real.
Same.
And so we would go to this one restaurant that would just play it, like, over and over, like, basically on repeat. Like, it would just stay on that
Yeah,
one channel.
yeah, and
we would go to this restaurant pretty frequently, and so I would watch it, and I just didn't like watching it, because I was like, what? Like, I don't understand it.
oh, I loved it.
And I was like,
I loved it. I still do. I loved it. I loved it. Listen, Joe?
yeah, but then I found out it was fake, like that it's all like acted out and choreographed, and I lost my mind. Like I could not speak. Like it absolutely blew my mind because
Yeah.
I'm also like I'm sitting there watching it as my parents are telling me like, yeah, like it's fake, and I'm like, who would want to do that?
Everyone
Like
else-
I'd rather.
You can imagine everybody like, oh, John Cena, and you know he's been told to lose. Like he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna like. I'm like, so the whole
The Rock's gonna beat him or something, but
Yeah,
like,
like-
see, I know enough, but I just,
it's,
it blew my mind.
when like
I
when I
would-
watch the huge ones like WrestleMania, and like it's so huge, and you think, how do they come to the decision to make one person the final winner? Like everybody else has got to be like, oh my,
I mean,
because then you have like a
honestly,
world champion. Go ahead.
it's based on like, I mean, if they put one person to win, they want the best views. So they're most likely gonna decide on the person that will give them the most views and the most money, and because they are businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. What were you gonna
no.
say?
So I didn't know this. In WWE, Vince McMahon, who is the owner, decides who wins and who loses. That is crazy.
That is
That's
crazy. So I guess you don't want to get on his bad side or something. Like, wow. I feel like it would be a lot more fun for me to be in an actual boxing fight. Like I would much rather do that than, I mean, I respect them 100%. Like what those people do, like that's cool.
Yeah, it says
It's
here,
like
in some cases the
crazy
two wrestlers,
cool.
in some cases the two wrestlers will know who's supposed to win, how long the match is supposed to take, and plan out with their opponent the sequence of 3 or 4 moves that will make the finishing montage, ending with a pin, 1, 2, 3, then count, the disqualification or general mayhem. So like, I tell you, all right, Carly, you are going to win today. But to make it win, you're going to start by jumping on the rope. I'm going to miss. Then you're going to act so tired. And then you're going to pick me up. You're going to throw me on the side. And then you're going to lock me into this like move where I can't come out. And then I'm going to like tap out. Or you can just beat me. Any move you want. And then you can win. Or I can beat you. And then you'll have like one finishing move. And then... And I can see how that works, but still, it just like messes with mind when I after all this time I've invested so much in the WWE, and then you realize that, oh, these people that I've always loved, I thought John Cena was like the strongest man on the planet, and then I realized, oh, he's actually acting it out, you know. Yeah, that sometimes I'm always like, oh no, that's not good. And then like there's this small guy called Rey Mysterio, I love to watch him, like because I was like, he's always gonna win. I didn't know that he was even that. Oh man.
It's crazy.
'Cause
like they're basically actors.
yeah.
Like they're basically actors.
It's crazy how far they can push it to. Like John Cena got married on the show, and I didn't realize that was staged, or maybe it wasn't. But like, and then they divorced. Like it's how crazy. It's crazy how much they go to try and make it look real.
But it's crazy because like they're properly hitting each other. They're probably smashing chairs over each other's head. Like that part's not fake.
Yeah. And I wonder how most of them never bleed. Like,
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I think I've seen a few. Like, I can watch it a little bit more now that I'm older. But like when I was younger, I was like, "What is happening?" It just made me uncomfortable. But now I'm like, okay, like I understand what's happening
Yeah.
better.
But anyway, WWE. Oh man, I hope they don't come up with something else that's not real, but like looks so real, and then you kind of, you want it to be so real, so bad. But anyway, one last question before we close it off. In your dreams, is there like a superpower you constantly have? Because I've had this now, and I've pinpointed it. Do you have anything that you normally do every time you're in your dream, and it's become a thing?
I mean, no, I don't think so. Actually, I honestly don't dream that much.
Yeah.
Like I dream like I probably only one night a week.
Yeah, I can fly.
What's your superpower?
Um,
You fly?
yes, I've discovered that in my dreams, I can unlock the flight mode, and
That's
it's
actually
the
really cool.
coolest thing. Like when I'm sleeping,
That's so cool.
like when you're in water and you're floating.
Yeah.
So the same way you float, like by bringing your feet together, that's how I fly. So like if there's danger, I just I find myself. It's like every time I dream, and like.
That's so cool.
Almost like I can control it now, because like I always and like it's always I'll always wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, if only this could happen. Oh man, I would like fly anywhere. I would not need a visa. But the problem is like, it's slower in my dreams, because like when I normally fly, I can see people and they can see me, but they cannot get to me. So like when I start, like I just do my foot and then I go up, up, up. Then I fly, then up, 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 then I fly, and now it's become a thing that I did it once in my dream, and I was like, huh, interesting. And then I did it again, and I'm like, okay, now it seems like it's a thing that I can do. So now, ever since like the year started, I fly in my dreams. I just
That's so
I
cool.
float in the air, and it's the coolest thing. So now we're talking about dimensions. I've unlocked my own dimension. So every night while you guys are sleeping, I am flying. And listen, it's the most fun thing. But the problem is always, I've not this like I'm talking as if I have power of my dreams, but I don't. But the worst part of it is like it never ends well though.
Oh, like when you fly, it doesn't end well.
Doesn't
Like,
end
do you
well.
crash or something?
Yeah, well, at some point, somebody always like has a rope that like they kind of like throw it, and then it holds my ankle, and then they pull me down, and as I'm coming down to the ground, I wake up. Or sometimes like there's something I'm flying towards, like a cliff or something, then I have to wake up. So I guess this is crazy, but I need to master the art of landing. And
Yeah,
the
you need
day,
to get your like landing wheels
the
down.
day I do that, I will let you know. It will be like the best, because it's not like a joke, like jumping off building, like jumping and like seeing the buildings go down as you go up in your dream. I might not remember.
That is so cool.
I might not remember everything, but I remember that I can fly in my dreams, and it's a thing that I've been doing over. And if there's a dream expert, please let me know. But I know that I normally fly in my dreams, and it's a thing that
That's
I'm
so
now
cool.
doing. So, yeah, that's my superpower. I might not fly now, but when I go to sleep, I'm gonna fly anywhere.
The the closest thing I've felt to that is like, or having like a superpower, is when you're after a long day of either being like at a roller coaster park or water slides.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but after all day of like going down water slides or being on coasters, like I'll fall asleep and then I'll dream that I'm on those roller coasters or on that water slide, and I can feel it, like the feeling of going up
Yeah,
and
up and
down,
down,
and
up
like
and down.
I feel it in my body, I feel it in my
The
stomach. Like,
gravity, like, yeah.
yeah. So like there was one night, like when I was younger, I went to the water slides at Village before they were torn down for my birthday, and I was going down those slides like multiple times, like the entire day, and I then went to sleep, and I was on the water slides again. Like my body was on the like it just felt exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like not even that I was just seeing it, but like my whole body was feeling it.
Huh. Yeah. So yeah, Iron Man hasn't got nothing on me. I am, yeah. But anyway, this has been a great episode. We, as I said, are still working on bringing Tom Holland and Barack Obama and Trevor Noah to the show. And if we have like a progress bar, we'll start putting a progress bar. We are kind of like 1% right now because now we have the plan, but we still don't know how to execute it. So we're gonna start having to find ways to. Obama might be the hardest. Tom Holland is medium. Trevor Noah is not that hard because I know somebody that knows somebody that knows him. So he's the one that we're going to start with. So when we reach like 5%, we'll have contacts and we'll have ways. But one way or another, we are going to have to bring one of them to this show. Anyway, I know people are going to be like, that is crazy until it's not. But yeah, thank you guys so much for this episode. Sorry we took a long time and we did not start on a high note, but it's fine because it's been awesome. Carly, thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, so if you need to come back for next time, this is your free trial. We offered free trials in this podcast, so you can like watch one episode as a free trial, and then if you like it, now for the next episode you can subscribe. And then, like, yeah, we do like yearly subscriptions. So if you can subscribe for a year, and then if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe at the end of the year. But you don't want to unsubscribe when you get close to seeing Tom Holland. Come on. But yeah, I am thankful for you guys for every little view we get. We appreciate it, and we hope you can create more engaging and fun conversations. And if you have any to say, you can send us an email. There's an email down there, or you can just comment.
Yeah. Or like any topics you want us to talk about, any questions, stuff like that.
Yeah. But we never want to pull it too long to where now it becomes boring. We always want to keep it fun. So yeah, just watch out for Cocomelon with your kids. Don't there's something about that. And if you also fly in your dreams, we can meet. See now if you can do that, that would be awesome. If you can fly and I can fly. Let's meet. Let's plan to meet in our dreams. Carly, try working on that. But anyway, for all the Manchester United fans out there, don't see that look. All right, bye. See you.
Bye, guys.